Hello, it's Miss Hake back for some numeracy. We're going to look at graphing. And mine's on today was a question, a yes or no question. Will the groundhog see his shadow? You are either going to choose yes, he will, or no, he won't. And if you didn't do mine on this morning, no worries. Take a little poll, which means ask the questions for the people around you and yourself. Do you think that groundhog will see his shadow? You're going to keep track of how many people said yes and how many people said no. That will be your data. So if you're doing this as a whole group, it's easy to make the tally marks and do that. Then you can make a template for your little learner, and we're going to make a graph. Will he see his shadow is the title of the graph. Then we have two categories, yes and a no. So there's a couple ways you can do this for introducing graphs. You can either make check marks for yes and X's for no, or you could take manipulatives and assign a color for each one. So let's just say green is yes and pink is no. And then you can take your data and graph it. I've also done this a different way. I would have their names on cards. They would have to come up to the front of the class and put it on which side they agree with. And then we would have a graph of all their names, and we could see the heights of the names and the people that voted. But for now, let's just keep it simple. Will he see his shadow, yes or no? So Miss Hake has some data. So I'm going to use a yellow check mark for yes and a red X for no. So we have to decide on what we're using. 6 people said yes. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 check marks. Do you see? 6 check marks. 3 people said no. So how many X's am I going to draw? 1, 2, 3. And there's a very simple way of representing data on a very simple graph. Again, check marks and X's could be anything you decide upon. They could be stickers, stamps, bingo dabbers, or manipulatives, or the actual people's names. So have a lot of fun trying to graph this data. If you don't have a lot of people to ask, maybe you could phone a friend or ask the people when they got home, or just make up your own data. So it looks like more people decided that he will see his shadow. 6 people and 3 people no. I wonder who's going to be correct this year. I wonder what the groundhog is going to do. See you soon.